What's going on, guys? It's Gathalion, and today we're going to talk about game streaming. Now, it's no question on my channel whether or not I'm a fan of game streaming. If you've known me before YouTube, you would know that I heavily supported a company that was called Onlive. I was one of the founding members of Onlive. I feel that the service is revolutionary. It's a service that Gaikai was based off of, and Gaikai is the service that PlayStation Now is using. And I've played PlayStation Now, and I was unimpressed with PlayStation Now. I got a dissimilar experience to that I used to get on OnLive when I used that primarily. Basically, we're going to talk about internet game streaming. OnLive allowed you to play PC games, high-quality PC games on devices like netbooks, old computers that don't have a graphics card in them, and even Android and iOS phones. And this was huge. This was a really big deal when it came out. This I believe came out like 5-6 years ago, but it bombed. OnLive made a lot of really bad decisions. They didn't get the proper publishing support that they needed, and it bombed. It bombed for a few reasons, and I honestly don't think America's infrastructure was ready then for internet game streaming. And I really don't think that we were in a place mindset-wise in our gaming culture for internet game streaming to be the norm. But it's been a few years. OnLive is under new management, and they're back. They're back with a brand new plan called Cloudlift. Now, we're going to get into why this is special. Cloudlift does allow you to stream OnLive games, which is a pretty limited library right now, but it also is now partnered with Steam. And this is the big point. It is partnered with Steam, and their plan, because it's in beta right now, is to let you, I guess, upload your games to the cloud. They're partnered with Steam, so they should technically already be in the cloud. But what it does is it links your OnLive account with your Steam account, so when you are away from home, away from your powerful PC, or if you're just upstairs and you're like whatever, you're not on your gaming PC, you could stream your Steam games to devices like Android, to tablets, to netbooks and underpowered notebooks with no GPUs. You're going to be playing AAA, high-quality, ultra-setting games from your Steam library. Now, this is really cool because what it also does is it syncs your game saves, because the Steam has the option to have Steam cloud saves. So, say you stop playing your game and then you go on the road and you're on a 4G device. I've played OnLive on a 4G device and it works just fine. It's not a perfect experience by any means, but if you're on Wi-Fi, it's more than playable. The service has come a long way in quality since it launched 6 years ago. Infrastructure is generally better than it was 6 years ago. Higher rates of download and upload are available, and pings are quicker than it was 6 years ago. Generally, this isn't everywhere. This isn't for every sect of people. You do need decent internet for this. But what I'm really excited about here is the ability to play your Steam games anywhere. Anywhere. And this is something that I've been wanting Valve to do, and I really feel like we need it on the PC side of things, because game streaming started on PC, and when I see PlayStation starting to do the PlayStation Now, but they're only streaming PS4, Vita, and PS1 games are going to be, or PS3, 2, and 1, and Vita. They won't be streaming PS4 games. That's not going to be on there. What the Cloudlift for OnLive is going to do is it's going to sync with your Steam library. Currently, not every Steam title is available. It is in beta. They're still testing it. They're still getting the necessary licenses and OKs from publishers to be able to do it. But the goal, the end result goal, is so that you can access your Steam library anywhere. Your PC doesn't even need to be on, because this isn't streaming from your PC. This has nothing to do with your PC. This is streaming from a dedicated streaming cloud server. Okay, they're going to have several clusters. I know they have something like 4 or 5 clusters now. They're building more clusters. So that's the good. That's what I'm excited about. Now, let's talk about the shit I'm not so excited about. Cloudlift is $15 a month. That's too expensive. Now, if they were to do something like an Xbox Live or PSN, that is roughly $10 a month when you get it in bulk. Because I think Xbox is actually like $15. Xbox Live is like $15 a month, unless you buy it for like several months. But I digress. That's not what this is about. If the service was, say, $7.99 or even $9.99 a month, I feel like that would be a sweet price point. I want you guys to let me know. Is this something you would be interested in playing with? Would you want to access your Steam library anywhere? Any Steam game, any game that is on Steam, would you want to be able to pull it up on your smartphone? Would you want to pull it up on your smartphone with a gamepad attached to it? I tested Cloudlift on my or whatever on my Shield, and it was amazing. It worked really well. I was away from home. I played Steam games away from home. I played with Saints Row 4, and Cloudlift worked great. This service is very exciting, but I feel like the price point isn't where it needs to be. And I want you guys to let me know how you feel. If you're a Steam user, is this something that you would utilize on business trips, away from your big computer? You don't have a gaming laptop. Would you be interested in plugging a gamepad into a netbook and playing with the same quality, near to, that you're used to on your powerful gaming PC at home? More importantly, if you don't own a powerful gaming PC, you could just go on Steam and purchase these games. You could purchase these games and then play them through the cloud. That's the third prong here that I want to talk about before I head out. Say you can't afford a good GPU. You have a shitty computer. It's got an i3 and no dedicated graphics processing. You are not going to be able to play PC games on that. Not well. And not for over like 25 frames per second. You could potentially purchase these games on Steam and then play them on a garbage computer without ever having to have the good hardware. That's the other option. Is that worth $10 to $15 a month for you? The money that you would already be spending to play games online on PSN and Xbox Live. Now, it's always been a thing that Steam has no cost to it, okay? Is this the sort of thing that PC gamers could latch onto? Could we back this up and be like, yes, that's what I want. I will pay you $10 a month to have access to my library, regardless of where I am, regardless of what hardware I'm using, no matter what. If you have a 5 megabits down connection, you can play Onlive with good quality. Period. I played it with 5 megabits, 5 over 1 when I first got Onlive, and it worked great. It was playable. It worked much better than it would have if I had an underpowered PC and I tried to play it at like sub 30 frames per second. That's not going to give you a good experience. Yes, there's input latency, but it is minimal. They have spent years and years refining the technology, and it has only gotten better. Sound off in the comments, guys. Let me know. I don't want to say that cloud gaming is the future of gaming, but cloud gaming is definitely in the big picture of the future of gaming. It's about connectivity. It is about having things available to us when we want it. It is on-demand gaming regardless of the hardware we have with us at that time. I have an NVIDIA Shield. I have my PC with me wherever I go. If it's on Steam, it's on my Shield. That is a huge selling point for Steam right now. If this service does what I hope it does, Steam is now revolutionizing yet again. And consoles are going to fall behind unless services like PlayStation Now pick up being able to stream PS4 games, your current library, but I don't feel like that'll happen because it's still a physical medium. This sort of streaming your entire library is only possible with a digital medium. Not possible if you have physical discs. That's not possible. Unless you have like some sort of code that you get with your physical disc that registers your game to your library, but then that brings into account like people will just trade the disc back in. So what's the point? You go buy the game, put in the code, and you can play it. Or maybe, I don't know. It's very complicated. With consoles, this is much more complicated. Unless it's all digital. Unless it is only your digital library. Can't do it with discs. It's too complicated. Anyways, guys, I digress. Let me know how you feel. Would you pay for this? I would. I would pay upwards to $10 for this. $15, that's not going to happen for me. And I don't think that'll happen for many PC gamers. Is $10 worth it to have access anywhere regardless of what hardware? sound off. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.